Good morning everyone, this is Neha and I'm here again to practice with you day 2. I'm sure you're all ready and excited to practice with me. Yes, so this is a beginner series, and along with beginner series, if you think you have stress and anxiety, you really want to slow down, you want to calm your mind, you really want to get deeper with your practice, and this is for you. So without any further delay, let's get started. Before we start the session, we'll try to relax our mind and body. So you're going to sit down in Vajrasana. Keep your shoulders relaxed. Turn your palm up to the ceiling. Now close your eyes. Have a gentle smile on your face and take a long breath in and long breath out. Inhale and exhale. Release all the thoughts from your mind. With a positive mind, let's start the session. Now, let us start a little bit of a movement for the shoulder. So, as you inhale, lift your shoulder up and push it back and down. Inhale up and exhale down. Inhale up and exhale down. Opposite side. Round your shoulder, drop it down. Inhale and exhale. One more time. And relax. Now keep your right hand on the left knee. If you're not able to sit in Vajrasana, try to get into Sukhasana. Anything is fine. Okay, right hand on the left knee. Keep your spine straight. Left hand is going to go slightly behind or the side based on your comfort zone. Try to give a mild stretch. Just look out. A simple twist and the other side. Once again. Other side. Come back to center. Now come on your knee and palm again. So few movements we'll pick up from yesterday because we are going to continue the session from yesterday. So we are going to keep our palm down. So both the knees should have one arm distance. From here, knee to the palm, one arm and plus one arm. So now we'll do a little bit of a wrist rotation. So you're going to move your wrist forward and back. Inhale, exhale accordingly. 3 times, 3 to 4 times. Now move your palm outside, right and left. And now inside. Back and forward. Now come back to center. Let us start doing cat and cow posture. Take your entire focus here on the lower back. This is one of the posture I would suggest you to do every single day, no matter what practice are you doing, because your spine is something which generally tend to be tight. So we're gonna get it slightly relaxed. Inhale and exhale. Deep inhale and deep exhale. Round your shoulder. Inhale and exhale. Try to move your abdomen, your lower stomach along with the spine. Very slowly in your own comfort zone. The last one. Look up. And exhale, look down and round your shoulder. Now get your both the knee together. Now toe pointing outside. Try to lift your thigh up. Remember, generally people do a very common mistake by keeping your legs straight. So from here, bend your knee, toe pointing outside. The same movement of your cat and cow. Spine goes in. And exhale, drop your head down to the knee. Inhale up. And exhale down. Take it slow. Inhale up and exhale down. Inhale up and exhale down. Drop your knee down. Now if you find it painful in your wrist, you can also do a few wrist rotations in between. If you're good, then we can just continue the other side, toe pointing outside. Slowly lift your knee up, look up and exhale. Inhale up, exhale. Keep your elbows straight, inhale. Even if your head doesn't go down, that's fine. Try to practice how much your body is allowing you to do it. And exhale. Come down. From here, slowly drop your hip down. From here, come to child posture. Extend your hands, goes out, drop your head down. Relax your mind and body for a second. Now look forward, slowly lift your hip up. Now from here, you're going to slowly lift your knee and slowly try to push your hip up. You can also keep your knee slightly bent. If you find it too hard, you can just slowly keep your knee bent and see that you're gently dropping your heels down one by one. A slow movement, you can see a good stretch in your hamstring. Take a longer breath in, breath out. With each movement, try to feel your spine and your hamstring getting nicely stretched. Keep your fingers open so that your wrist doesn't get all the pressure of the body. And keep your one heel down, so your leg might not go here. Even if it is here, that's okay. Just drop your one heel down. Try to keep your one heel off the mat, and you're gonna hold here for some time just to give a little bit of a more stretch to the one side of the body. Now the other side, drop your heel down. Another heel can still be up, and try to give the stretch to the spine and hold down. Breathe in, breathe out. By this, your hands will be slightly tired. If not, then continue to stay here. If it's tired, slowly drop your knee down and come down to child posture. Breathe in, breathe out. Look forward. Now from here, you're going to come forward, drop your stomach down on the floor, drop your chest down, extend your both the hands straight forward. Now from here, try to lift only one hand and one leg at a time. So we're going to keep doing this simultaneously. So now we'll lift our right hand up and the left leg up. So try not to bend your knee, it's much easier and you won't feel anything here. So try to lift your leg off the thigh, from the thigh of the mat. So not necessary that you have to lift all the way up, just lift how much ever you can. So let's do this couple of times. So as you inhale, you're going to lift your right hand and left leg up. Exhale, come down. Inhale, opposite side. Left hand goes up and right leg. Exhale, come down. Inhale up, toe pointing outside. Exhale down. Inhale up and exhale down. Inhale up. Just try to analyze your body. Where do you find the tightness? How comfortable are you with what posture? Try to look outside and exhale down. Few more times. And if you're comfortable, you can slowly lift your hand much higher and leg much higher. But the only condition that you have to keep your knee straight and toe pointing outside and continue to breathe longer. Exhale down. Inhale up the last 2 times. Down. Inhale up and down. The last one we'll try and hold into the posture for 5 counts. Stay here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly come down, and the other side. Inhale up. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Let's make it slightly more challenging. So let us try and lift both the hands and legs off the mat. Now inhale, hands and legs up. And exhale down. Inhale up again. And exhale down. 3 more times. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. And exhale down. Last one, let's try and stay there for 5 counts. If you feel it's too tiring, you can also come down before that. So inhale, come up. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. You're going to quickly take 5 to 10 seconds break where you cross your both the hands, turn your head down, toe pointing opposite side. Just close your eyes, relax your shoulders, relax your spine. So as you're going to take enough break and trying to move your body along with the breath and slow, you're also relaxing your mind. So if you have any kind of stress and anxiety, these postures are going to be very helpful, because this practice is going to calm your mind along with the body. Now slowly open your eyes. Let's continue. Take your hands forward again. From here, take your both the hands outside, okay, outside the mat, and now try to place only fingers. Okay, you can try and get it slightly closer to the mat. So basically, one more way of doing it easy, just keep your shoulder outside and bend them, okay, and then you're gonna take one palm ahead and fingertip on the ground. All right, now from here, keep your toe pressing down, engage your spine. Engage means you just have to give attention and slightly tighten it, and as you inhale, you're going to push the floor away from you. You're going to lift your stomach and chest how much ever you can. Look up and exhale, come down. Inhale up like a wave and exhale, come down. Inhale up and exhale down. Inhale up and exhale down. Generate all the energy from the fingers as well as from the stomach. Last one, inhale up. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly come down. Keep your hands down next to the chest. Okay, so now your shoulder is out. From here, just keep it inside. So from here, you're going to inhale, lift your chest up and exhale down. Inhale up. These movements are extremely good to strengthen your spine and increase the flexibility. So try to do it with the right alignment. You can see my elbow. You should not go up and down with the same elbow alignments. Lift it up and exhale down. Now finally, get your palm next to the chest and elbow goes inside. Now from here, just lift your chest up. Keep your elbow bent and exhale down. Once again, inhale up, exhale down. You can continue to lift your chest how much ever you can, so you can figure out the flexibility of your spine. Exhale down. Last one, tuck your toe in, slowly lift your chest up. See if you can come till here. If not, just try to be here. Stay for like 5 counts. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now from here, slowly come up and take your both the knees together and come to child posture again. Stretch your arms forward. Breathe in, breathe out, observe your spine. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out. From here, slowly lift your knee up and slowly lift your hip up and come to Parvatasana. Try to give the stretch based on your own body capacity. Just try and hold here. Try to push the floor away from you and try to push your hip up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. From here, try to get your right leg in between both the palm. You might not be able to get it in the beginning, then you use your hand. If your leg is here, use your hand and get your leg to the front. Okay? Now from here, you're going to drop your left knee down. So remember, if your knee is here, which is about the hip joint, then you're going to find the pain in the knee because it's hard, it's on the hard surface. So what you're going to do, you're going to keep your front leg 90 degree and you're going to keep your knee flat on the ground. So you can see my alignment. Now check your posture and see if it is correct. If you're comfortable here, then it wouldn't hurt your knee. Also, if you have any kind of a balance, then you can also turn your toe pointing out. By doing this, you're releasing a lot of stress from the knee. Now from here, keep your knee slightly ahead. If you don't have any balance, stay here. If you have good balance, then slowly come to center. Place your hands on the knee. Breathe in, breathe out. Look forward. Hold here for 5 counts with me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now slowly drop your hands down. When you drop your hands down, it will make your posture much more comfortable. So now from here, slowly turn your chest out and try to lift your hand all the way out. Stay here and find the deep twist. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly drop your hand down, tuck your toe in. Now lift your knee up and just try to hold here. Lower your body as much as possible towards the floor and keep your shoulders slightly outside. Just hold here with me for a second. Not really a second, maybe like 30 seconds. Breathe in, breathe out. Okay, 30 seconds is going to be quite a lot as a beginner. So now from here, we are going to take our leg back to Parvatasana again. In Parvatasana, start giving a stretch by bending your knee one by one. Inhale and exhale. Enjoy this stretch because the spine stretch is the best among everything. And then comes hip joint stretch. Now from here, we are going to take our left leg in between both the palms. As I mentioned before, the alignment, drop your back knee down, front leg 90 degree, that means your ankle and your knee is going to be in one line, toe pointing outside. If not, you can also keep it in. Now slowly come back to center. Just hold. 5, 4, feel the deep stretch in your hip joint right now. 3, 2, and 1. Now from here, slowly drop your hands down. Just settle down here, because the hip joint stretch will reduce here the moment you drop your hands down. Now place your palm right in front of the left foot. Now give a nice twist, open up your chest, stretch your hand out. Breathe in, breathe out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop your hand down. Now tuck your toe in, just lift your knee off the mat, open up your chest. Stay here for like 1 or 2 breaths. Now I know. Now breathe in, breathe out. Slowly take your leg back and then come to full plank. We're just gonna hold here for quick 5 counts. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly lift your hip up. Drop your heels down, or try dropping your heels down. Chin down to the chest. Continue to breathe. Now slowly drop your knee down. Come back to a child posture. Continue to take a long breathe in, breathe out. Relax your wrist. Now from here, take your right hand to the right side. So do not move your hip. Do not come out of the posture. From here, take your right hand to the right side and left hand also to the right side. Right hand to the right, one more step. Left hand to the right, one more step. So keep moving till you find a good and a deep stretch in your side. This is the maximum where I'm feeling really good stretch and I would like to stay here. So you figured out your comfort posture where you would want to stay, and once you are here, then slowly press your shoulders little more down and relax. Drop your head down. Stay here. Try to find and see the stretch in your left side. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now look up. Now slowly from here, come back to center. You're going to try the same thing the other side. Now left hand move to the left side and right hand also move to the left. Give a good stretch. Move 1, 2, 3 steps just to find that perfect stretch for yourself, and then slowly drop your head down. Just continue to breathe longer. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly come back to center. If in case if you're not able to be in child posture, you can do the same thing in Sukhasana. Slowly come back to center. Drop your shoulders back. Now interlock your both the fingers behind. Try to straighten your elbow how much ever you can. Look up. It will give you a good stretch to the shoulder. Open up your shoulder. Look up. Stay here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now release. Now from here, cross your both the hands and try to get your one hand over another. So I'll repeat once again. From here, you're gonna cross your hand. So my left hand is down, my right hand is up, and my opposite hand will come up, and then you're just going to make a small twist of your both the hands, and then slowly from here lift your elbow to the level of your shoulder and you hold. Quite a deep stretch for the shoulders. Stay here. 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Slowly drop your elbow down. You're going to release and you're going to do the same thing the opposite side. Cross your both the hands and lift your hand up, eyes closed. As you take a deep breath in, breathe out, you can feel this stretch getting more deeper. Open your eyes, slowly release. Now release your shoulder muscles a little more. Also drop your neck down to the right and left to release any kind of a tension. Come back to center. Lift your hands up straight, inhale. Bend to the right side and to the left side. One more time. Once again. Now stretch your arms up how much ever you can. Inhale, tuck your tummy in. And exhale, slowly drop your hands down and keep your hands on the thighs. Now I'm sure your entire body is completely relaxed, fresh because of so many small stretches. Now let us focus a little bit on the breathing. So let us start practicing Nadi Shuddhi Pranayam, because this one pranayam anybody can practice anytime, any number of time. It has no side effects and only you're going to feel better after practicing this. So we have 72,000 nadis in our body, so some blockages somewhere could create some issues. So because of this pranayama, you can feel that all these blockages have been released. So let us practice. Left hand is going to be in Chin Mudra. In right hand, second and third finger is going to be closed inside. We are going to use first and fourth finger to close our nostril. This time we are going to do slightly different from yesterday. We are going to inhale and exhale completely, and each time you inhale and exhale from the other side, you are going to hold your breath in for a second. Okay? Now let's begin. Close your eyes. Just follow the instructions. Now, close your right nostril. Inhale from the left side. Hold your breath for a second and then close the left side. Exhale from the right. Inhale from the right. Hold your breath inside for a second and exhale from the left. Inhale from the left. Hold your breath for a second and exhale for the right. Inhale from the right. Hold your breath for a second. Exhale from the left. Now let's continue to practice the same way by holding our breath inside each time you inhale for a second and exhale. Now slowly drop your hands down, keep your eyes closed, hands on the thighs, or you can keep your one palm on another and drop it on the thigh, on your lap. Now as your eyes are closed, just try and focus on the breath. By default, your breath will be long enough. Try to keep your mind not distracted. Each time you get many thoughts, slowly get your focus back on the breath. Pretty simple. Have a gentle smile on your face. Few moments, let us try to keep our mind completely positive. and let us try to spend some time with ourselves without talking to anybody, without using our phones, without thinking about any other work. Right now it's only you, your breath and your body. Now, slowly get your both the palm together in Namaskara Mudra. Tell thank you for yourself for taking out time and coming on the mat and practicing. Because you made up your mind, you're here for the practice. So be always kind to yourself and have a gratitude for everything you have at this moment. Gently rub your both the palm nicely. Make it warm and drop it on your eyes and hold it for a second and feel the warmness. And now slowly open your eyes, look into your palm. Thank you so much. I'm sure you had a really good time practicing along with me. I would want to know how was your experience. Please drop a comment, and if you have nothing to say, if you just want to encourage me to make more videos, put a comment saying #Yoga for Cure Grow More. I'll see you tomorrow with day 3 at the same time. Till then, keep practicing and stay healthy. Thank you. I'm also conducting online group classes. If you want to practice with me regularly, you can join these live sessions. All the details are given in the description. If you have any doubts, you can reach me on Instagram, Yoga for Cure. You can message me there.